This is Lineker. I want you to capture if you can. But if any of them make it to the perimeter, you are to terminate. Is that understood?
Confirming, sir. You are giving an order to 1006.
It's my responsibility. Shoot them.
So far, 3 wounded, 2 killed.
You've got a big problem if just one of them makes it to the outside.
Well, realistically, sir, it's 10 degrees out here. How far can these kids get?
Just find them.
Sometimes it seems like it happened to someone else. Like maybe it was a story I heard. The hardest part is not knowing if any of them made it. But if I knew for sure I was the only one left, it would be worse. At least now I can make up lives for them, like maybe Johnny's a fashion photographer or an architect. The truth is, they'd just be like me, living on the run, always looking over my shoulder. Hope is for losers. It's a con job people trip behind till they finally get a grip on the cold hard truth. Still, I hope that they're out there somewhere, and that they're okay. What sucks? I come home, it's 3 a.m., you're still out. I feel like I got hit by a cement truck, and you've been up for an hour bouncing around. That, by definition, sucks. I made you coffee. That ought to help cope with the injustice of the world a little. Thanks, it's starting to kick in. I feel almost human. Yeah, me too. Knock, knock. Hey, guys. Hey. Let's roll, hotshot.
Thanks, babe. Listen, I'm gonna have to take a personal day. I'm biting it bad.
It's payday. Need me to pick up your check?
You're the best, Maxie.
Come on, little bit. You're gonna be late for school. 3 more bites. 2 more, but big ones. They used to say one nuclear bomb can ruin your whole day. It was sort of a joke until the June morning those terrorist bozos whacked us with an electromagnetic pulse from 80 miles up. You always hear people yapping on how it was all different before the pulse. Land of milk and honey, blah, 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 blah. With plenty of food and jobs, and things actually worked. I was too young to remember, so whatever. The thing I don't get is why they call it a depression. I mean, everybody's broke, but they aren't really all that depressed. Life goes on.
Nobody here to sign for it, man. Now, what's a brother supposed to do? Ride around all day with the damn package.
So you just decided to return it to the sender, or in this case, sender's wife.
Like the prophet said, only the unrighteous husband send expensive gift wrap underpanties to another woman.
Yes, it's none of your business. None of your business. Or mine.
Sure. Concern only Jah. But in this case, I was the instrument of the Most High.
Yes, well, around here, I'm the Most High, all right? Before you do anything, you call for instructions. Here, it's a hot run, beat it.
Fine, moron.
Little late.
I was on call.
Yes, well, I want you on call here.
What's the difference if I'm on call here or deployed in the field?
I'm like deployed in bed. Sleep.
I don't sleep. Theo asked me to pick his up, too.
Oh, and Theo can't pick up his own check because?
He's sick.
Ah, for a change. You tell Theo if he's not in tomorrow, you can start looking for another job.
I don't know how to break this to you, Normal. We're all looking for another job. Morning, sunshine. Caught some son of a bitch stealing my bike. Used a carjack to break my U-lock and bent a bunch of spokes. Now I gotta get my wheel laced. At least he didn't swing with your ride. True that. But I broke a nail giving him a cranium crack. And that just wrecks your day, you know what I'm saying? Now, why can't I find a girlfriend like that? Brings him lunch every day, thoughtful, sweet, legs from here to there. Straight. Shame wasting a girl like that on a male. Hey, Sketch.
Homemade. Natalie baked them for our anniversary. The big 1-0.
Big 1-0. We went on our first date 10 months ago tonight. Congratulations.
Killed during the 3rd day of food riots. Instances.
I intend to adjust your set.
Hey, man, check it out. Eyes only.
This is a Streaming Freedom video bulletin. The cable hack will last exactly 60 seconds. It cannot be traced. It cannot be stopped. And it is the only free voice left in the city. There are certain men who move through the world with impunity. Their actions, no matter how vile, are immune from consequence. Edgar Sonrisa is such a man. You've seen him, smiling at political fundraisers.
On your own time, people, huh? Place of business.
He owns shopping centers, a trucking company, and the largest medical supply company in the Northwest. He also runs drugs and guns up and down the West Coast. He's
Man
very
is deep.
publicly, very obviously dirty. But he's
No,
never
you're
arrested.
easy.
You ever been wrong about anything?
He's on the hustle, same as everyone else.
Never
I
indicted.
mean, he's not telling the truth.
Journalists who've attempted to expose him have been gunned down in the street. Their blood is the ink of our modern news. Those who've opposed him have vanished. All of that is about to change.
This was supposed to be the financial district back in the day. America really thought they had it dialed in, money hanging out the butt. But it was all just a bunch of ones and zeros and a computer someplace. So when that bomb went kablooey and the electromagnetic pulse turned all the ones and zeros into plain old zeros, everyone's like, no way. Now America's just another broke ex-superpower looking for a handout and wondering why.
I need a signature. Hold on a moment.
You're not gonna believe this, Natty. I got a late run, so I'm not gonna be able to make dinner. I know it's the big one now. No, hon, I begged. I pleaded, I pissed, I moaned. But I gotta do what I gotta do. We'll do something special. I promise. I love you too, Mousetrap. Kisses. Sorry I'm late.
You wanna be rich? Listen to the bitch. Give mommy the cheddar. I'll make your life better. Touch the booth, get dropped wet. Original Cindy don't feature that. Know what I'm saying? You in? Who else?
What's the action?
Homegirl can repeat a 14-digit phone number by listening to the beep tone.
So?
On speed dial. By instant. Last chance. Okay, let's do this. Two 206-555-013-57633.
That's it.
How did you do that?
I'll have a beer since you're buying.
I wasn't.
How you doing, Max?
You mean until you showed up?
You're not still pissed off.
Because you went out the back door and nailed her girlfriend. Now who would be pissed off about that?
You know why I went after Justine?
She was there.
Trying to have a relationship with you, Max. It's like standing in a fog bank. You know, you're right in the middle of something, except you have absolutely no idea where you are.
And when the fog lifted, there was Darren with his head under Justine's skirts.
Could we have a moment? What's crazy about you, but you keep everyone at arm's length like you got some great big dark something going on. And it's just the more I tried to get close to you, the more you pulled away.
I'm really glad we're having this conversation. You're right. I was angry at you. But talking about it, the scales have fallen from my eyes. And I realize now that it was all my fault. Could you ever forgive me?
I see the perimeter defense system is still fully intact. At least I tried.
Cracks all over everything and everyone, then wants mommy to forgive him. Tell me the truth. Am I a female fog bank? He's just trying to blame me because he's a slut. Yeah. Hell yeah. There is not the slightest grain of truth in anything that idiot was saying. You are a totally down-ass female. And a straight-up friend. Just because you're a little foggy. More like a mystery. Which isn't bad. It's just mysterious. I gotta go. Where? It's a secret.
How many times I tell you? You drive away business roaring in here like that.
Does kind of break the elegant atmosphere.
You got a punk-ass mouth on you, kid.
My name's not Kid, it's Client, as in the person who pays for your opulent lifestyle. Now, you got something for me or not?
Yeah. Right here someplace. Let's see. I got a hit on that car. I got an 03 Tahoe, blue, Wyoming tags AGT349. It wasn't easy. You were off on one of the numbers.
Sorry, I was 9 at the time. Who's this guy? This isn't who we're looking for. Her name was Hannah.
He got the car in trade for an old pickup and some food. Got no bill of sale or nothing. It was right after the Pulse and the DMV records were wiped out. Got nothing on the seller, but managed to find the guy 6 hours on the phone. Say thank you.
Thank you.
You didn't remember the woman's name, but she fits the description that you gave like a glove.
Get in. Hurry. Come on.
Guy says he made the trade in Gillette, Wyoming in the fall of '09.
But nothing on Hannah?
A nuclear airburst wipes out every record of every kind of computer east of the Rockies, and you want me to find a woman that you met when you were 9, whose last name you don't even know. Maybe you could give me just something more on her. Some detail. Anything.
She was nice.
Okay, that's big.
I think she was a nurse. There must be some kind of registry of nurses or medical technicians or whatever for Wyoming.
A last name would help.
What about the other kids? Anything on them?
They don't exactly have a search engine for kids with barcodes on their necks. Something I'm not even going to ask about.
You were going to run through the law enforcement databases for a match on identifying marks.
Nothing so far from arrests, hospital admissions, corners. This kind of search is heavy spade work. I'm going to need
More money? Like, I'm shocked to hear you say that.
attempt to adjust your set. This is a streaming freedom video bulletin. Eyes Only cannot be bought or threatened. And through the Eyes Only informant net, a truth speaker has come forward. The testimony of one fearless witness will soon lead to the indictment of Edgar Sonrisa for multiple counts of murder. The drug cordodiazepine is expensive, in short supply, and much sought after as a cancer treatment. It is also the only effective treatment for the Balkan War Syndrome, an otherwise fatal disease. But that doesn't stop Edgar Sonrisa from growing richer, peddling the drug to the few can afford to pay any price for vanity's sake. Sonrisa has been replacing shipments with sugar pills, selling the real cordodiazepine on the Canadian black market for $2,000 a bottle, while combat vets exposed to bio-war agents go untreated. All over this city, they are repaid for defending this country by being allowed to waste away and die a slow, agonizing death.
Sorry.
Put it down! Now! Lauren? You and Sophie okay?
Yeah, we're okay.
Peter!
If he's a side of beef, he's fine, but give him a minute.
You're a thief?
Girl's gonna make a living.
Thank God.
First time I ever heard that one.
I was expecting someone else.
Guess it wasn't the pizza delivery guy.
We're just a little tense right now. You have good taste. French, 1920s. Attributed to guitars.
Whoever that is.
Oh, so what, you liked it because it was shiny?
No, because it's the Egyptian goddess Bast. The goddess who comprehends all goddesses, Eye of Ra, protector, avenger, destroyer, giver of life, who lives forever.
Stay back, Peter. Security's on the way.
I'd love to hang and discuss art, but I got a jet. By the way, love your show.
Building security!
Hold your fire!
Kendra, this is a motorcycle. Its sole reason for being is to go fast, very fast, not for you to use as a clothesline. Now make no mistake, I love you as a friend and a roommate, but I love a motorcycle more. Stay away from the bike.
ladies.
Morning, Walter. What's a good word?
Oh, just doing my part to keep the squatter situation from getting out of hand.
Coffee?
Read my mind. You notice any trespassers around here?
Gosh. No.
Seventh floor, vacant and secure.
Roger that.
Enjoy your day.
What's with you? Every week this scumbag puts the squeeze on us, and every week you roll out the welcome wagon like he's family.
Just thought maybe he liked some coffee with his saliva.
You didn't.
Every week. It's cool. Before I forget, Theo's pay. I came in real late last night. Didn't want to bother you guys. Thanks. How's he feeling?
I took him to the hospital again, and I gave him some more medicine. He says it's not helping.
You know how it is. You or me get sick, life goes on. The guy gets the sniffles, the world's coming to an end.
That you, Max?
Playing hooky again.
Hey, Omar. Go see your man.
Hey. Hey. Come on, little bit.
I know what I got, Max. They put me back on that drug they're giving the other vets. Only the guy that does those cable hacks says this stuff's no good.
Don't believe everything you hear on TV.
Yeah, but what if he's on the level?
The dealio on Eyes Only, he's probably some whack rich dude sitting in a trick apartment board stupid. So he gets off scaring the crap out of folks like you and me. I gotta go.
Oh, tell everybody, hey.
You tell him yourself tomorrow when you're back at work. Like I said, guys are the weaker sex.
Bingo.
What do you got?
Surveillance video from the building next door. Figure this is how our visitor last night got in.
We trying to ID the perp or your new girlfriend?
If I just got my ass handed to me by a size 3, I might be inclined to mind my own business.
Hey, Sketch.
We gotta talk.
Huh?
Nothing.
What?
I need your help, Max. See, I've more or less been seeing this other person.
I don't see how you cheating on Natalie involves me.
I know what you're thinking, but the truth is, this other person's not somebody I'm in love with. As a matter of fact, after what she just did, she's not even somebody I like much. So in a technical sense, I'm not sure you could really call me and this other person cheating officially.
Do you guys actually believe these lame, self-serving excuses?
Thanks.
Or do they think we're just so grateful to have one of you idiots? We'll look the other way, which is condescending and arrogant.
Lame, self-serving, condescending, guilty as charged.
You left out arrogant.
But there's another side.
Oh, here it comes, the part where the guy turns everything around, right?
I am a victim here.
Really?
Hear me out. This other person is a jam pony client who happens to be trapped in a loveless marriage.
And you are a sympathetic ear.
Exactly.
And then a sympathetic mouth. And then a sympathetic...
She's demanding that I blow off Nat, or she's gonna do it for me by telling her about us.
Does this other person have a name?
Lydia.
And Lydia telling Natalie the truth makes you a victim in what way?
I'm a toy to her. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not the kind of guy who gets to be a toy very often. How about never?
I guess it kind of went to my head.
Has it occurred to you to tell Natalie the truth?
Are you kidding? Even if she doesn't dump me, she'd never be able to trust me again.
Then why should she?
Look, Max. I made a terrible mistake. One that I will never, ever make again. Natalie and I are soulmates. I guess I took the thought of losing her for me to understand that.
What is it you want me to do?
Pick up Portland, Montgomery, going to 85 Mather.
All right, Mud. I'm looking for a young lady who works here. Ladies would be elsewhere. Look, pal, she may be easy on the eyes, but she's trouble. Trust me. Yo, normal.
Hot Rod, 1298 Chapel.
I need to talk to her. I can't help you, man. How about her name and address?
Friends don't help other friends, Chief. Actually, kind of feel sorry for guys sometimes. Please. They're prisoners of their genes. So are dogs. I say Hank's gets you out to dry. Let Natalie see him for the heel he is. Then, maybe she'll step to the all-girl team. Of course, there's nothing self-serving in that scenario. So this guy walks into the bar and says,
We didn't get a chance to finish our conversation the other night.
Original Cindy, say hi to my good friend.
Logan Kale.
Hey. Sorry about your window.
Can we go somewhere and talk?
Zena's on. Let me get my coat.
The one you're wearing?
Right. How'd you find me?
Wasn't hard.
Question is why?
You know who I am, where I live. I figured I'd better find out who I'm dealing with in case you were looking to hurt me.
So you tracked me down. What do you think?
Too early to tell.
How does Mrs. Eyes Only like being married to a guy on everybody's hit list?
Lauren's not my wife.
Girlfriend?
One of my sources. Her husband was murdered by a man named Edgar Sonrisa.
That's your hack. He's Satan's lapdog or something. But what's your shot in all this? I mean, being a famous underground pirate cyber journalist can't be much of a payday.
My folks were loaded.
So what? You like the sound of your own voice?
Look around at all this. Built by people who got up every morning, worked hard trying to make a better life. And the pulse happened. Everyone got scared. They blinked, and before they knew it, they turned over the store to a bunch of thugs who were happy to take it off their hands. Overnight, the government, the police, everything intended to protect the people had been turned against them.
So you miss the good old days. Even though there were still poor people who died from diseases when they didn't need to, and rich people who still spent obscene amounts of money redecorating the house to match the cat. Those good old days.
Even if they took it for granted, they still had a choice. Now they don't.
So what are you gonna do about it?
Something.
Personally, I'm more interested in going fast on my motorcycle than giving myself a headache over stuff I can't do anything about.
You accept the way things are. You're an active participant in making them worse.
Is the social studies class over for today?
That was an extraordinary display of athleticism the other night. A little too extraordinary. You want to tell me how you... So we're straight on how this is going down.
You set up on Lydia when she's on her way over to your apartment.
I give you the heads up.
And I answer the door, pretend to be Natalie, who was where, by the way?
Visiting her mother.
Who is it?
A friend of your fiance's.
What do you want?
To set the record straight about where Calvin was the other night.
Who are you?
My name's Lydia. Seems you and I have something in common.
You said you knew where my fiance was the other night.
Yeah. With me. Where he's been after work, 2, sometimes 3 nights a week. We have what you might call an intimate relationship.
And I'm supposed to believe you because...
He been sleeping in a t-shirt lately? So you won't see the fingernail marks on his back. Bet you didn't know your boyfriend found a little pain exciting. Well, he didn't either. At first.
Calvin told me I could expect a visit from you. I know all about how you threatened him. That if he didn't break it off with me, you'd save him the trouble. Well, it's over between you and him, and we're getting married next month.
You're a very understanding person. You're also a fool.
I think you should go now.
Not before I get something straight, you prissy little bitch. I decide when I'm done with your boyfriend, not him, and certainly not you. Unless maybe you want to find out how sharp these nails really are.
I'm working very hard to respect my elders here, but don't push your luck.
Let go of my hand.
Help! Let me go! No, don't let me go! This is how it's gonna be, Lydia. You're gonna take your threats and your cheesy acrylic nails and you're gonna go figure out your marriage instead of trying to make other people feel as miserable as you do. Understand? Okay. Say I understand. I understand.
Rock, Max. You.
Rah! Easy, Sketchy.
No, I'm serious. That psycho got exactly what she deserved. Yes!
Lydia may not have been one of humanity's finer specimens.
Oh, she's toxic. Monster in bed, but toxic.
You would be making a mistake to come away from this thinking she's a villain in the piece. You are.
Well, she's the one who's trying to ruin my life.
None of this would have happened if you exercised even a smidgen of self-restraint or good judgment, which you didn't.
That's true, but...
You were trying to have it both ways, and you were being completely selfish. And if I ever find out you're fooling around on Natalie again, you're the one who's going to be hanging by your ankles 3 stories up. Now understand, Calvin?
Okay.
Say I understand.
I understand.
Kendra, you home?
You ever notice how cats always seem to turn up around dinner time?
I won't be staying.
I'm not a half-bad cook.
Like, following me around and pestering the people I work with wasn't bad enough. But breaking into my apartment?
It was open.
You got a lot of nerve.
Me? You're the one who tried to rip off this place.
I steal things in order to sell them for money. It's called commerce. But some stranger sneaking into a girl's apartment is bent.
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 I left you a present.
Am I supposed to be grateful?
That would not be inappropriate.
How am I ever supposed to sleep there again, knowing some strangers probably touched everything I own?
Well, if you're that nervous, you're welcome to stay here.
What our Tex? We've been through this.
It's all right, Peter.
This is a tactical exposure, which I go on record as not liking.
Noted. Peter, do me a favor and look in on Lauren and Sophie.
Send me the bill for this, by the way.
Look, if I made you nervous or uncomfortable or creeped you out,
Yes, on all counts.
well, I'm sorry. It wasn't my intention. I had to see you.
You'd think a guy who's taken on the job of saving the world would have a few more important things to do than to traipse around after some girl.
I haven't been able to get you off my mind.
You need to get out more.
Come here. I want to show you something.
American, neoclassic, gold leaf detail, late 1800s. I could probably fence it for $2 or $3 grand.
No. I meant this. Probably the most singularly beautiful face I've ever seen.
Expensive gifts, surprise late night visits, over the top flattery. Do you always come on this strong?
Only when I meet someone I have to know everything about. Now I think I know pretty much everything. Suppose I could help you locate the other ones.
The other ones?
The other ones like you.
You lost me.
Now, come on, Max. First I watch you take out a 250-pound ex-cop bodyguard without breaking a sweat.
Girls get gas, says so on a t-shirt.
Then I watch you dive head first out a window like you're Rocky the Flying Squirrel. Then I found these in your apartment.
You went through my stuff.
Used to sell this stuff in health food stores as an energy boost. It's also a neurotransmitter, sometimes used in homeopathy to control seizures. Then the light bulb went on. I got an anonymous report a few years ago about a covert genetics lab in the Wyoming mountains.
I don't know what kind of game you're playing here, but I'm out, because you're a whack job.
I located a guy claiming to be a med tech on something called Project Manticore, which was using recombinant DNA to produce a superior human, a warrior, an advanced infantry soldier.
Not that I don't enjoy a good urban legend now and then, but what does any of this have to do with me?
The barcode on your neck, Max. I know who you are, and I know who you're running from. There were a couple dozen of these transgenic kids, and in '09, a few months before the Pulse, 12 of them escaped.
12?
I know you're one of those kids, Max.
We got separated right away. I never knew how many made it.
How well do you remember the lab?
I remember fine. I just didn't understand what was going on. It took me a long time afterwards to figure things out.
How much do you know?
I know they made me. Even got the designer label on the back of my neck to prove it.
Technical term for you is chimera.
Yeah, made-up creature like in mythology. Head of a lion, body of a goat. Your basic hodgepodge.
Hardly.
You said you could help.
They would have used surrogate mothers to carry you to term after the in vitro work. If I can track one of them down.
What's in it for you?
Your help.
I already don't like the sound of this.
The woman you met, Lauren, she supervised workers removing cordodiazepine from gel caps by hand and replacing it with powdered sugar. Real drug was shipped out of the country. The placebos were distributed to the county VA hospital and veterans clinics in the area.
My pal Theo's on that stuff. You got him scared, silly. He's gonna die.
Your friend has reason to worry. Lauren's prepared to testify that she was working for one of Edgarson Reese's managers, and I'm sure you're aware of the lengths he'll go to keep her quiet.
Which affects me how?
I've arranged to put Lauren into witness protection, if you were to go with her.
I didn't make it this far by looking for trouble.
She's put her life on the line and her faith in me.
Her first mistake.
But if she was with someone like you with your background and training, the risk goes way down.
Are you high? I've got people looking to either put me in a cage for the rest of my life, turn me into a science project, or kill me. Probably all three. Now I've managed to drop off their radar screen, and I plan to keep it that way.
Max, hear me out.
I've heard enough. What happened?
I walked in on some hump ransacking the place. Disgruntled former client, who knows?
As long as you're all right.
Yeah, I'll live. Regarding your case, I'm afraid I've come up with some bad news about your fiancé. Let me get the file. Would you like to use the restroom to freshen up?
Please.
Please. I don't know what your story is, and I really don't want to.
Here's your money.
No. Somebody wants you. Whoever tossed this place, they were just trying to make it look like a robbery.
How's this about me?
Because somebody is looking for you, and I want to stay out of the line of fire. They got a bug on my computer keyboard. There's a tap on my phone, a mic in the light fixture.
So, somebody's tracking one of your investigations, like you said.
Hardware is way too sophisticated for my clientele. 99.9% of them. They got me looking for lost dogs, extracurricular tail. I mean, whoever it is on top of the food chain.
You're crazy.
Yeah, maybe. But if I were you, I'd take the money, get out of town while I can.
Oh, you got me. Come on, Omar. You okay? I took Theo to the hospital tonight. He couldn't walk, so I borrowed some money and we took a cab. But he didn't make it. He's dead. Oh my God.
24-tube Beulah. You can tell your pal Theo he just got himself fired, all right? Not that he cares, but, you know, his wife and kid might.
Theo's dead. Two men are dead and another critically wounded after a shootout near the Superior Court building today. This dramatic footage was captured by police hyperdrones.
Did you see that one?
Shut up.
We've been set up on Vogelsang 36 hours and so far nothing.
Few customer complaints. Dryer ate my money. Rinse cycle's not long enough, that kind of thing.
And 3 or 4 PI clients, strictly run-of-the-mill. I don't think this guy can help us.
23 computer hits from one detective browsing Wyoming DMV records from 10 years ago. Employment files on healthcare personnel working in the Gillette area around the same time. He searches prison records for unidentified males and females approximately 18 to 20 years old. And you want me to believe it's happenstance.
Since the Pulse, there's been how many thousand missing person searches? This could be one of them.
And nothing in those searches or in our surveillance connects him with Manticore.
No. He's trying to track down these kids. And we're not going to do anything to get in his way.
Nurses beat me to it. Take a header into the deep end when the pool's empty. You're gonna go splat. Law of gravity. And even Jesus Christ himself had to obey the law of gravity. For a while, anyway. The one I feel sorry for is the poor woman with the kid. She should have told you to stick it like I did, but she bought your crap about doing what's right. And just so you know, I don't feel the slightest guilt about not watching her back. That's on you, hotshot, 100%. Probably ought to let him just finish the job. At least then more innocent people won't get cacked on account of you being a bored rich kid. On the other hand, you did lay that statue on me, which I was able to fence for a couple of bucks. I've been wanting to buy myself a new motorcycle. Thinking about stepping up to a 1200. Damn. I know, right? They took my daughter. They won't hurt her. Your daughter's the only leverage they have to keep you quiet. Can you help me get her back? I'd really like to. So I will. The shooter who tried to finish off Logan worked for Sunrisa. Surprise, surprise. Bruno Anselmo, born in 1990, served in Iraq, dishonorable discharge, convicted of armed robbery, assault with a deadly weapon, arson, attempted rape, your basic Renaissance dirtbag. What can we do? This isn't my regular line of work. I'm making it up as I go.
Mayor Steckler to see Mr. Sunrisa. Open the trunk.
It's not what it looks like. I'm diabetic. Who are you? Bruno's girlfriend. Oh, yeah? Yeah. But see, tonight wives and girlfriends aren't invited. No? No. Because tonight the girls are here in a more or less professional capacity. They all work for me, and you don't. Let's go. Okay, okay. Do you ever have to do something you really don't want to do? How I make my living. What's your point?
Tick-tock, the party don't stop. Up jumps the boogie to the bang bang boogie. Hip-hop, the hip to the hip. You don't stop rocking, party people, is you with me? Up in the club tonight, busy with a little cup full of Henny. Don't stop until the bright sunshine. Up jumps the boogie, let the rhythm bang and make
Girl, you work that dress.
Mr. Sunrisa, sorry, in the cameras. He wants you to come see him.
I'm on a break.
Guess again.
The only thing better than 4 queens is 5. Come over here next to me for luck.
I can see to it your winning streak continues.
I'll bet you can. Sit.
Not right now.
Not right now, okay. When?
After you get a new personality and lose about 20 years.
Quite a mouth on a girl so young. My guess is talking isn't what it does best.
Only way you're ever gonna find out is reincarnation. Fact is, I am gonna provide a service, and you are gonna pay me. You're gonna pay me $50,000. And I'm gonna give you Lauren Braganza.
Give us a minute. Now. Check her. Who are you?
Gonna put me on your Christmas card list?
A wire.
Now that the pelvic exam's out of the way, I want the woman who's how it works. You pull 50 large out of your mattress, and I make a call to bring her over.
Yeah? I work your face with a pair of pliers for a couple hours till you tell us where she is. Bruno?
The plan is I call her cell to okay and meet at a certain location. You're a player. I'm bringing you this on a plate. My fee is just the normal cost of doing business.
Pull the cash. So, how do you get this woman to come to me?
I told her that it's just business to you. That all you want is a reasonable solution to this. You give her back her daughter. She agrees to leave the country. I put her on a train to Spain or wherever.
And she bought that.
I have sincere eyes.
Make the call.
She's gonna want to know her little girl's all right.
She's got my word.
She's gonna want to hear for herself. Look, we gotta keep the momentum up here, not give her a chance to overthink things. She hears her kid's voice. Hello? Hang on, Lauren. We're conferencing in Sophie.
Put the kid on.
Hello? Sophie? Are you okay? Mommy, where are you? Don't worry, I'm coming to get you.
When?
Soon, baby.
Mommy, I'm scared.
There's nothing to be afraid of. Everything's gonna be okay. I love you. Can you put that in a bag or something?
No. You get this when I get her.
Not good enough. Compromise. Bruno comes with me. He holds the money till Mommy shows up, then we close escrow. What you do with her after I blaze doesn't keep me awake at night.
You better hope you're as smart as you think you are.
You know, that whole thing about the pliers, I never would have done it. Probably. Actually, I don't know, I think you're pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're smart. You're hot. Stand on your own 2 feet. Got a wicked sense of humor. Gee, zinged the boss there a couple of times. That's all I could do.
So what do you think? Maybe after I betray the woman who trusts me and you grease her and her daughter, we could, go on a date?
Yeah. You got a bad attitude.
I like to keep it professional is all.
So call her. Get her over here.
Actually, that's not going to be necessary.
What?
That's not why we're here.
What the hell are you talking about? You call her.
Geez, you are so stupid. The word special comes to mind. Did Teresa recruit you off the short bus?
Call the skank now!
You haven't figured this out yet, have you? You walk in here thinking you're gonna cat her, then cat me, and take the money back to your boss with your tail wagging. But it's really the other way around. You think I'm the whack? The fact is, you're the whack. See, what you don't know is you're already in the last 2 minutes of your life.
You're the last 2 seconds. You don't cut the crap.
Teresa had no choice but to call me in because you lack that professional edge, Bruno. Any real pro would have pawned me the second he saw this thing going sideways, but you're still standing there with your thumb up your butt. It's pathetic. Pathetic. Come on, you're not even trying. Is that all you've got? Ma'am's right. You are a liability. You can hardly blame him the way you've been taking care of business. Or should I say, not taking care of it?
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm hired to do a piece of work. My mark goes down and stays down. Yours makes it to the hospital. So then you gotta go finish the job, only you don't. And the cops get the whole thing on videotape.
That's a lot of crap.
You were caught on a hover drone shooting from a roof across the street.
I hate those things.
It's embarrassing to the professional community.
No. No, the boss knows I've always been loyal.
He's got exposure. Man's figure the odds. He can't take the chance.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Ow! Touch my ass, man!
This won't hurt. Triple dose of insulin. You'll go into a coma, a couple of minutes. You'll stop breathing. And on a busy night, the coroner will probably mistake it for an OD. Plus, it's way classier than blowing your brains out.
She thinks I'm gonna roll on him? I'll do a hell of a lot more than that.
This is your punk-ass client. I need you to trace a number for me.
Are you sure you want to have this conversation on the phone?
Just do it. 20655 5018728.
Okay, but hold on a minute, okay? 72, what was it?
72892. Come on, I don't have all day.
You got a pencil?
Just give it to me, I'll remember.
All right, hold on. 17495 Euclid.
I'm on my way.
This is TAC 1. The subject's inside, sir. Standing by for your orders.
I want a full perimeter seal. Nobody goes in until I say so.
It's one girl. Why don't we just take her when she walks out the door?
Listen to me carefully. When you have the roads locked off at the front and the back and the alleys on both sides, a man by every door, window, air vent, mail slot, and rat hole around this building, then you come back to me and you tell me that you're ready. Okie dokie?
Yes, sir. Let's move out.
Get in there, you mutt. Get on the game!
What's a wuss?
Come on!
Wuss, wuss, wuss.
Jeez, the wuss! Where's the pantyhose? Stand by. Full reach by my count. 3, 2, 1.
Officers on the floor now! Drop your weapons now! No! You dropped yours! I sit on the floor! Face down! Drop your weapons!
All right.
Go! Go!
You. Stop. Put the girl in my car. Tech 1, what is your status? Do you have her or not?
Negative. We do not have the subject. Repeat, we do not have the subject.
Sophie! Mommy!
Businessman philanthropist Edgar Sonrisa was cut down in a hail of gunfire at his mansion late last night. Authorities identified the assailant as 32-year-old Bruno and
Delivery.
He died at the scene when bodyguards who well
Need a signature.
returned fire. Police are investigating.
Here you go. All right. $127.
For what?
COD from Nutman's Mortuary.
No, there must be some mistake.
No. Only Sergeantary this address.
That's Theo in there?
Not till I get my money.
I'm not next to Ken. Anyway, I don't have that kind of cash laying around.
Theo rode for this place a long time, man.
Showed most of us the ropes.
Keep your money, man. We can take care of our own.
I'll make sure his family gets this.
$47 people paying $20,000 each to be smuggled into Canada so they could earn enough money to eat are dead. They were marched overboard last night by their ruthless handlers who operate with the knowledge, support, and active collaboration of government officials only too happy to look the other way for a piece of the action. This must never happen again. Those responsible are on notice. Their power and privilege will not protect them. They will be held accountable. This has been a Streaming Freedom video bulletin via the Eyes Only Informant Net. Peace. Out.
See, you're back at it. Rocking the boat.
Somebody's got to.
I would have come sooner, but I didn't. How you doing?
Not in any pain. Good and bad news of a blown out spinal cord.
I'm sorry.
My mother used to say the universe is right on schedule. Everything happens the way it's supposed to.
You believe that?
I've never been much for trying to figure out why bad things happen. I just know they do. So the job's trying to figure out how to deal with the consequences. But you did. Took that son of a bitch out.
Not me personally.
Well, on account of you, Sonrisa didn't get to kill the judge or buy the jury. He's gone, once and for all. It was war, Max. And you won.
He had it coming. A friend of mine died on account of him.
Sorry. This is for you. Open it. Turned up on the black market, somehow.
Thanks.
I need a favor.
You can keep this. I really don't have any place to put it.
I need you to do a little legwork for me. Joel Selinsky. This guy's got a wife with 3 kids, an ex-wife with 2 kids, a mistress and 2 girlfriends. The wives get houses, the mistress a condo, and everybody gets a car. All on a harbor master's salary.
Cut the tail end of your hack. Guys on the take is paid to look the other way while the smugglers deep six their cargo.
He's made a fortune as an accessory to murder.
Okay, so the guy's a beast. Doesn't mean I gotta get involved.
You are involved. By being alive, you're involved.
I got my own problems.
Look, maybe we got screwed out of living in a time when we could hang out for the afternoon in a cafe someplace wearing $2,000 wristwatches planning our next vacation. But the world got a whole lot meaner all of a sudden. Wasn't supposed to, but it did. So now it's back to the law of the jungle. And there are predators and victims.
And you still think you can do something to change that?
With your help?
Look, one thing I'm not is a chump. You want to get the rest of your ass shot off, be my guest. But I kind of like being